talking today. See, I watched a kid the other day, right? He was on TikTok. Perfect. He would like, he'd eat on the long bag like that. He would do a Mike Tyson. Come up with the top one. That's really nice and close. Yeah. And I thought, that's all well and good, son. Until you get someone who can stand there and just like, yeah, come on. And they'll take every punch. Catch. It doesn't mean anything all that. Bad, don't hit back. You'll see people like Floyd Mayweather great in the bag. Because he's done it 30 odd years. Probably 37 years, 38 years since about 2 or 3 in the gym. I think he's 50 now, so actually that's 47 years he's been boxing. So imagine how disciplined he is on that bag. Can you hear all right, guys? Can you let me know? Let me know if you can hear all right. We could do this, Joe. Just need some light work first. For the 6-footers. Practice your big upcuts. Let's roll, Joe. Hit that like and subscribe. Let me know you can hear me, please, guys. Can you let me know? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear. Because my microphone, someone's hacked both my computers, my phone, my missus' phone. It's crazy. I don't know if it's because of the invention, or the business, or the fact I'm always going to government. Not anymore. I'm done. I'm done. I'm just working hard now. That's it. I don't know why I was so bothered. I think it's the injustice. But you know what? Someone said something to me and I thought to myself, oh, she said, imagine kids run under that rubber at Palestine. Imagine these and all this. I was like, no, I won't imagine that. Number one. Number two, if I do that for Palestine, I've got to do it for Yemen, Africa, Israel, every single place. I ain't got time, dog. I'm working on the IGI and DGI, which is the industrial gasifier incinerator. Industrial gasifier incinerator, domestic gasifier incinerator. And it burns things like this. with 100% efficiency, catching all pollution, with a 5-phase filtration system, which I actually learnt from Bear Grylls, the nature side of things. So you have to combine the two, the technology with nature. When you can do that, I watched this program called Nature Tech, and they're using the lignin in trees for nanotechnology. It's got this special property in it. Why wouldn't it have, right? A tree, our ancestors. I mean, come on, girl. I'm actually now. No wonder they're on me. And I think it's government, because the coding's pretty bang on. I know ethical hackers and other people, coding's pretty bang on, but if you've got a good eye, you can see. Now this dickhead who ever done is completely fucked up, because it's kind of bing bing, 2 internets with no branding and like 7 results. I type in a name of someone famous, pretty famous anyway, one of the best entrepreneurs in the world, who contacted me. Got one of his partners to reach out, so I typed his name in, comes up 7 results. I'm like, what? It comes up 2.85 million last time. So someone's doing something. I just don't know who. I hope it's government and not some geezer in his basement watching me. That'd be weird, wouldn't it? And you know these wankers ain't got the arsehole to come and do this. You know, come and fight or put a bit of physical effort in. You know that, guys. So we just let them do what he do, mate. You're a pro fighter. Hi. Wow, you're better than me. Said hi. How'd you know that, Ellie? Shad? Come on, Dill. Can you hear me, guys? Hello, can you hear me? Ellie, can you hear? Can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me? Give me... Yes, excellent, thank you. Is that SMJ? No, not Pablo. Pablo, what's happening, Joe? What are you up to, guys? I'm going to turn it around in a sec so I can see it, so I can see when you're writing. Someone tell... I want that one on video. You heard me. Subscribe. At least 1 minute, guys. Let's go. In there. Tell me who watched the Jake Paul fight. Anyone? Thanks, man. Thanks, Paolo. One of my friends is named Paolo. Pablo. He's from Italy. And another one's from Colombia. He actually lives in Colombia now with that boxer, fighter, Darren Till. I was meant to do some business with him a month or 2 ago, but I chose not to because I know the guy he's living with. It just didn't want to fit for OLAR. I know who they are. And they're good lads, grafters. It just won't fit for us. I'm in a different place in my life. I would love to, maybe down the line. But right now, I'm reaching out to Arj, The Only Way is Essex, Joey Essex, like I said, Darren Till, all them, Tamara San, Princess Hamid, Murad, who else? Daniela Westbrook, Chazza. I just had a meeting with Chazza last month, a couple months ago. I took him up, offered him 600 grand for about a minute's worth of work on his Instagram. And he said, yeah. I offered him 600 grand in legal terms, like let's go for the charity, let's go for the business, smart chart snap, or I'll give you 2 grand a video for every minute, for every video to start you off. Cash up front. Whereas if you do this, you do the video, whatever numbers you put in, you'll get about 600 grand because of your numbers, your analytics. He chose to take the 2 grand. So I'm looking at, there's like 8 people in the room. I'm here, there's 3 people there. You've got me, Greg Secker, the COO Matt, the CEO Tom, and then you had like Sean, Harry, Chazza. I'm looking around, and Greg's looking at me like, Is this geezer serious? I said, no, you don't understand. We're going to give you 600,000 for one post. Because he's got like close to 1 million followers, right? It's nothing. We know he's going to do well. That's what you'll end up building up to, right? I said, no, I can't put it in the bank and all this. So that right there was a massive shock, because it was up Hampton Court in a beautiful office in a really great place and that. I was shocked. Like that woke me up, mate, I'm telling you. Who turns down that sort of money? So I don't know why. He's got his reasons. You know, it's not like he turned down the money. He just wanted £2 a video instead of 600 grand on the back end. I just couldn't say it. And that's not. Some people are going to be standing on it. That's smart. No, get your money up front. That it's not. This is a financial firm that's earned 21 million a year for over 11 years, minimum 21 million. So I look them up. I do all my research. That's why I work for this guy. I don't work for him. I work with him. Do you know what I mean? It just didn't make sense to me. So that woke me up, mate. Trust me. Let's go, guys. I'm trying to get that jab, mate. Best I can. I'm so old now. When I'm 80, I'll be saying the same thing, won't I? But because of how I felt and how I was, I wasted all my life. I didn't know I could be good at everything. I was just doing like Nike. Just do it. You watch now. I'm doing 10 different things now. And all of them, I've got different business partners in every one. It's all happening. I've got over £1 million for some farm. Like the land alone is £500,000. So this is stuff I've never done in my life. Never had that sort of money around me. I grew up on a council estate. Fighting every day. My brother's beating the shit out of me because they're 7 and 8 years older, and they're both world champion boxers. Both boxed for England multiple times. They'd be hanging me over the banister, one ankle each. My mum would walk in from work, I'd be hanging over the banister. They used to make me watch Chucky and lock me in the cupboard, and then make me watch it again for a vent. And you couldn't do the vent this side. You had to like put your finger through or get something, like lift it, and they would get to my brothers. But it made me tough, and I love them dearly for it. It's why I beat the crap out of Ophelia. Ophelia comes to me with these on and a head guard and my shorts, these shorts. She put it all on, she went bang, 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 wham! I was over, mate. Yeah. She whooped my ass, mate. Yeah. Shout out to AJ for breaking his jaw. This geezer's got 70 million followers, right? For good reason. He does good stuff, he does all the funny stuff, and he's a bit of a comedian. He looked like Hulk Hogan, yeah? Well, that's WWE. This is boxing. That's why he got his jaw broke. Because he thinks, when people hype you up, like, and you're getting all this from everywhere, believe me, I've had it my whole life, right? Everyone telling you you're great, you're genius, you're this, he hypes you up. And then you come up against a challenge that you ain't really trained for. I've watched the kid evolve. And do you know what? From where he first started to where he is now, he's like short, sharp, like one of my best mates, Sam, played chess with him, did chess boxing and stuff like that. He's been doing it the last 3-4 months, and he's turned up every Wednesday to do it. And he sent me a video yesterday because Christmas Day, he offered me to go to the Bermuda. Bermuda. And they're out there now. It's like £4 business class. We're travelling on Christmas Day. It's the bollocks. He's out there on the beach. Sent me some videos and that. He's on the beach playing chess. He was like, hey, you should have come. Oh, mate, like, you're definitely coming next year. I am. I'm booking it in January, February. I'm paying for it straight away, so it's done. I'm not having Christmas here next year. I'm going to a hot country with a beach. I'm going to be fucking lying on the beach playing chess every day, mate. Drinking 5-star food, all your gloves and bag provided for you. Just tell them what you want before you get there. They put it all there, 5-star. I can't wait any longer. I'm not waiting another second. I need it now. I took 3 days off of Christmas. Boxing Day, Christmas Day, Then Christmas Eve, I took off. And when I say took off, I mean, I was still doing my phone bit Christmas Eve. Cut it off, Christmas Eve, Boxing Day, Christmas Day. And I really did turn off for a bit. So I revitalised, recharged. And I feel better for it. So I kicked some ass yesterday. Elizabeth included. I'm absolutely killing it now. And you know what? Everyone who can't stand to be around, see ya. You couldn't make it, you couldn't hack it. This is what it takes to be here now. You'll see other people slowly fade away and you won't see them anymore, and that's natural, I'm told. I'm almost on 1 million views, guys. So hit that like button and smash that subscribe. I'm doing this every day. I'm trying to do it twice a day, but I won't be doing that every day. I just realised for me, I get angry. It's because I'm not sparring enough. My YouTube went last night. That's like a £1,500 phone. 15 Pro Max. I know we're on like 70 now. I had that less than a year. And I got 3 other phones and 2 computers and 2 iPads. So it's not like I stack all my stuff in here. I take certain videos on that phone because they're business, or you know, I'm never going to put them up. So they sort of I've got like a power bank that's a phone for instead of having a memory bank, I've got an actual. I use that old phone as a memory bank to put old stuff on, and I just send it over to him. That's a storage device. Then it's never going to break. Nothing's going to happen to it. I'm not using it all the time like that. It's all about having that. You know, I want some motherfucker to drill holes in my feet and screw that motherfucker through it. When I'm in that ring, that's what it's going to be like. Some cunt screwed that through my feet. I'll be like Michael Jackson. I'll be going. Believe that, mate. Yeah. Because I'm straight like that, yeah. And to you fucking sneaky fucking Russians, right? Igor, you're probably thinking, that is a light bag, you tosser. But I'll come over to Russia and whoop your ass. So, all that talking on the internet's all good, but come here, you know where I am. Come and see me. We can spar any time, Igor. It's up to you, sir. I'm trying to see people like Javante Davis and Anthony Joshua, mate. He'd never catch me like that. I'd never let that cunt go punch on me like that, ever. My mum and dad would be watching. My missus would be watching. I'll hit Anthony Joshua like that. I wouldn't stop. That's what I'll be doing constantly. And then after I'm worn out, I just do like that, yeah? Come on, bang, keep him off. Come on, into him. So you like that. I want to hug him. As soon as he goes, this is Anthony Joshua, right? So I'm into him, like that, like that. Then I'm here. I ain't doing this or this. He's 5 times my size. I'm here. And then when he goes, and I'm going, see him swinging and miss against Jake Paul. Anytime, mate, anytime. Why wouldn't the world champion? How comes he broke his jaw, but Mike Tyson didn't? Because Mike Tyson's got no money like that. That's why. Mike Tyson's reputation can never be tarnished. Not when it comes to boxing. Floyd Mayweather ducked a lot of people, Floyd. And he did. He said he'd take on newcomers, but then when his career got good later on, what wanker fights once a year? Seriously. Once a year you fight and you call yourself a fighter. You're a fighter, but you fight once a year. So you're a once a year fighter then. You don't fight every month. Go look at the fights 30 or 40 years ago. Watch how many times they used to fight. They fight once a month. Some of these cunts fight every 2 weeks. I fight every week. Whatever, I fight every day. See, as my footwork tells a lot. As I'm like that, look, you feel I'm going that way, right? So I'm like, and then I'm there. So there might be a quick shift in between, but they've got to catch that shift. And they might be going this way, that way. It's all dependent on where your punch is going to be thrown, isn't it? Or on your defensive, where they're going to throw it, you know? Well, we're going to have to sort that out, John. What's happening? I think I'm going to have to get some rubber straps. I'm definitely getting some new bags. Alex said he's got some bags at the gym for me, so I'll pick them up now. Shout out to my old Alex, right? He's an architect. He's been like my big brother for 10 years. He came to my house one day, when I was at my other house in Reigate. He said, "Hey, what is this, man?" I said, "It's all my businesses. It's always, I had A5 sheets of paper. I had them over there. I was writing on the windows, the mirrors, the kitchen, the door. I had a big glass door. I was writing on that like a two-way clear board. Like, it was like the POC centre in the White House." And I said, "This is a..." I had all my physics stuff out, so I was like an arc reactor, like a mini LHC, all that type of stuff. I had a reactor I was trying to put together, like a mini one, like Iron Man type stuff. That's how I got to this farm doing the lab and wanted to build Iron Man suits. Is that first thing there. I'd never even seen all the films. I'd seen one thing and I was like, I reckon I could go that. But it come from the Searle effect generator, the S.E.A.R.L. So Searle effect, and it's this John Searle, his name is. All the copper capacitors, the Tesla coils, everything, the magnets, it all lined up to me, right? And I didn't even know about this then, so I was like, oh, that works, yeah, that goes. And I'm not full by any stretch in this type of department, but it's physics and it's magnets, like neodymium, 144 parentheses 12 parentheses 3. Them. I love magnets. I spent like £1,000 on magnets and more on a big ferromagnetic steel to stick them to. So I know, because I've got a maglev technology going on there with the quantum levitation experiment. So trust me, this works, man. We know it works. They've already got it. Why have we got it more? Right. So it won't be long, man. I'm on this farm. I'm on this bit of land. I'm building suits. I'm going to start with a little free energy device. That's what it's going to be. I've done the IGI. I'm just putting that together now. I've done the quantum levitation experiment. I'm buying that plasma torch. I'm cutting it out. I need to buy some perspex, clear, that clear stuff. I need like a metre by metre of that, maybe two, because I might have to do, so I might put one on top, one on the bottom, put the ferromagnetic steel in between that. I'm gonna have to, I can't screw it because unless I do plastic screws. That's what I use, nylon screws. So I need to get a 3D printer. Do any of you know what to do with this 3D printing? Because I've got a laser. You look like a pro boxer. Nice boxing skills. Ah, Pablo. Go on, my son. I appreciate you. You're the #1 contributor, son. Where's me SMJ? Where is he this morning? Come on, girl. I appreciate you guys. But yeah, this box is all very good, but I really want you to get into the free energy and the eco space that we're into. So I'm gonna, on my other channels, I've got 10 YouTube channels, and 2 of my daughters. One is me and Jed, one is me and Sean, one is OPC. So we've got Adi and Sean, OPC, OLAR Developments Limited, Lester Murray's. We've got Adi Junior and Jed. That's our only one of a kind OLAR Oak, OOAK. So that OO is an infinity because he's one of a kind. What else we got? We've got OLAR Lux, that's our signature hyaluronic face mist product that's with all the celebrities. We've got the trading, we've got the Sire we're partnered with. Must check back in with Harry, he ain't been around for a while. I'm wondering what he's up to. I don't like to bother him, that's what it is. That was my problem before. I didn't like to bother anyone, I felt like I was being a bother. Now, do you know what it was? I didn't have much to offer. I did, but I wasn't doing it. Whereas now, I've got way too much to offer. My value has gone through the roof. Get yourself some value, guys. Start with this. This is what got me here. I had to do this for 2-3 years now. Every day, I've had loads of days off. I've had a month where I didn't go, 2 months where I didn't go. I stopped going to the gym a month ago because I thought, I'm going. Why am I going paying 50 quid for the gym? And I have business. Do you know what I mean? Like, I come here to really work. You can't work out in the gym. You can't work. These cunts won't even let you take your vest off. I got in my proper gym in Mayfair the other day. It was 4,800 a year to go to, right? This one's 50 quid. You can't even take your vest off in it. Like, no, there's women here. What has happened? What has happened to the world? Some geezer was just reading a book about wholesome stuff, like the fruit of love, just compassion and love for kids. It's a kid's book about, you know, treat people with compassion and love. They told him in over 50 libraries he can't read it, right? He's just a normal guy, he's a film producer, a good one, not bad, like horror movies, like that. Yet they've just let all these drag queens sit there and read to kids. So you know who controls the government, govern your mind. You know who controls that. They won't let him read a wholesome, godly book. Right? It's not even really godly, it's just compassion and love. So they've got a tree on the front, and that's it. But he can't read that. He's been told he can't know it, don't align with our values. Yeah, because you're a Luciferian, demonic, devil-worshipping piece of shit. That's why. That's why you charge for library books and stuff, yeah? If you don't bring them back. Should all be out of tax money. First place, so why they have all these nominal fees for parking, for towing, for all these things they can charge you? How can the government earn money off you? Do you understand? Like, if you don't pay your parking ticket, it goes up, doesn't it? So how does that work? Do you understand that when you equate that to your economics in your house or whatever, you ain't accounted for that to go up. You ain't accounted for that mistake first of all. Then you ain't accounted for that. So anyone who lives on the breadline, they're fucked. You can't park where I park. Rich people don't give a fuck about parking tickets and all that shit. These who taught me this shit was sitting in Harley Street with no socks on in a Rolls Royce like that. His missus was having a boot cut off in Harley Street, and I was going up in all the Harley Street aesthesis for that celebrity bird business. And he went, no, I don't give a fuck about that. He said, what good is it if my missus dies? What good is all my money then? And he said, nah. He said, I've got 74 companies, and I've liquidated 54, or 52 of them, I think. He had something like 22 or 26 active companies. He buys a golf course, puts containers on it, rents them out for 3 months. Whatever was rented, great. If it's really good, it keeps the business going, it pays for itself. If it's not, he just, LTV, loan to value, boom, 72% out of it, or whatever they give him. He's got his money back, plus he still owns the motherfucker that's getting money, and you know what I mean? He can rent it out, do whatever, put other things on it, let other people rent it. He's a genius. He said, no, you're doing it all wrong, eh? And I was like, because I said, Sean, I said, I've got to speak to you, man. Look, he's just sitting there like that, like in his clothes, just sitting there like that in his Rolls Royce. On his phone, sometimes. As I walk past, I'm seeing him. I said, I've got to go and talk to him. Just like these guys, excuse me, what do you do for a living? How do you become a millionaire? How do you become a billionaire? Him, I'd already done that. That's how I got in this position by talking to him. I went up to him, he went, no, we've got to go to a meeting. Let's go to a meeting in Liverpool Street, I think, or he's in Harley Street. I said, come on, we're going to be late. I said, fuck that, come on. I went, boom, and that got me. He gave me his contact. His name's Alistair. I can't remember his second name now. McCall, or something like that. Look him up on HMRC. It's amazing. Just looking at that was impressive. And he taught me everything in a conversation. Stuff you don't know. You know, when people like that tell you something, when people put up in a Bentley and a Rolls Royce and they're calm and they're not looking to talk to you, but if you talk to them, you can see it's a bit like, don't really want to talk to you. And then you get into them a bit and you start to talk and they go, I like you. You know, you've got some balls, you've got some moxie. This is what mine told me. He said, I like your moxie. You're like, yeah? You don't see nothing yet. Can I get your contact details? I said, I'll show you moxie. He said, yeah, give me his name, his number. He said, do me a favour, when you get home, look me up on the internet. He said, and you'll sell it. Bless him, his wife's got cancer, she's having a boob cut off. He said, what good is all my money, eh? She's gone. I said, say no more. And I turned to my family to do all this. To look after my mum, to get her bupa care, because she's looked after everyone her whole life, my mum. Outside of our family, her friends, they've lived with us when they've died. One died in my bed. She was like my auntie, Jan. You know, my mum's done it for everyone. She's gone round, dropped 40 quid off, 40 quid, 40 quid, 2 bags of shopping. That's what my mum's like to 3 of my mates at the same time. Because one of them phoned and said, hey, I couldn't buy 20 quid, I haven't eaten today, and I don't get paid, or something like that. And then the next thing she's gone, yeah, where are you? She turned up. That's my mum. She's done it with my dad's sisters and brothers. She's always dropped money off, food off, all her life. You know, going around looking after them. So it's her time to be looked after now. Just like my missus, looked after me my whole life. Well, it's your turn now. I don't want to be looked after anymore. I want to be out here, gangstering out, on my farm, outside, ice bath in the morning. That's how I'm starting my mornings, is jumping in an ice bath. I've got this 200 quid, like the shell shoot tracksuit, that stuff. Ice bath, and then a sauna. Can you ask for more than that? Jump in an ice bath, freeze up, get out, get in a nice warm sauna, straight away, start warming up. Skin's got freezing cold, tight, and then clean. I'm not waiting anymore. I'm putting all this into effect right now. And we're doing vertical farming. I've designed these vertical OLAR pods with vertical farming. You might have seen them on my page. They've got hydroponics, so they water, each level waters. And that water at the top will water a bit more because it will dribble down, right? So it's all controlled via a switch. And then you've got the lights. The lights are the cool bit because they're effective and they get everywhere. A low level LED, growing, multiple coloured, growing different things at different rates. Everything's controlled, so everything we grow now is bigger. No pesticides, ladybugs and things like that as our pesticides. Nothing else. We're going to be completely organic, completely healthy. We're going to grow as much as we can, but as best we can. So we're not going to try and grow an acre at a time. We're going to start with a room like this. Once we perfect that, then we'll hire, expand, scale. We've got 17 acres, so this is going to be unbelievable, I'm telling you. I can't wait to have a shovel in my hand, jump out, jump back on the digger. This is why I just had my last job around the corner, and I had to drive a digger and a dumper for my mentor's next door neighbour. And I'm doing that house and that house, next door neighbours. And I got number one, I'm just waiting for them to come in with a quote, to say yeah with the quote. And driving that digger made me realise how much I need to be on that farm, doing a veggie patch. Because I built them veggie patches out of pallets, like just cut up a couple of pallets, bit of cardboard, loads of mud, because we're doing a build next door. So it's like, nah, let's use that for a next door, for a grow. We've got a big greenhouse there. We've got 2 or 3 greenhouses at Jodie's. 2 greenhouses at Jodie's, 1 at Chris's. So we're going to have a massive one on the farm. We're going to be building steels up and then build a roof. Me and Chris are going to do, it'll be controlling growing. I learnt this off my greengrocer. So what we need to do, guys, so hit that like and subscribe. The more I watch boxing, the more like TV got involved, the more social media outside boxing, so they all watch. It's harder for them to lose a fight and then go out into the real world. People like Conor Ben, when he lost, he come back and won. Because Chris got complacent. So good on you, Conor. Nigel Ben texted my mate the other day and he said, look, Adrian, about me. But Nigel Ben was sitting eating one of our friends in a restaurant. He was like, he said, look, I'm with him now. So I said, yeah, all right, but not him, I want his son. You have to throw them multiple punches because the first one, they're always ready for it. Like, go on, I can see you throwing it. Like. So therefore, you make it look like a big one. You have to cheeky shot next. But yeah, I'm going to switch over to the other channel anyway. Probably the OPC or OLAR Developments. I might change the name because it's hard. I've had to leave the OLAR Developments thing for a bit because we've got the Airbnb, we've got the other properties, but they're done, they're finished, and we ain't going to get more in a minute. So the easier thing to do, I think, we change the name from OPC or OLAR Developments, one of them channels, or maybe you start the Alien Sean's got a few subscribers on. We can start building that up. But we're doing that next. And that is going to be about what we're actually doing. You're going to follow the whole journey. Every meeting we have, every celebrity that says, yeah, you can film, we'll film it. Because look, ultimately they don't want you to know how the business is done, do they? Because them celebrities need you to follow. If you find out it's all done, you won't follow anymore. You'll end up doing it yourself. It's a confidence thing, really. Most of them have got talent, yeah. Some of them, mate, some of them are just influencers, right? But then they're looked at as like talented people because they're following lots of other people and they attract a lot of other followers. This is about money, this is business. I follow people with talent, mate. Raw, uncut, unhinged talent. You can't stop them. see how I'm swaying, just like, because I'm waiting to do that. Wham! But I want him to think I'm going. I want him to think I'm going side to side, but which one am I throwing? Am I just going like that to go back? Because remember, it's the one they don't see, right? It's the phantom punch. It's when you see, a good person to watch is Ryan Garcia, when he went, and it was so quick, even the camera found it hard to keep up with it. They had to slow it right down, and he went, it was just like a quick, and all it was is a quick, and the geezer went, he went, good done. He just didn't know he'd been hit, but he was like, what's happened? He went, it was gone. It was amazing. Shout out to Ryan Garcia, man. He looks like a good kid. He really does. Is he going to start doing any training? Oh, sorry, son. Sorry, geezer. Let's go, let's go. Sorry, Deaf. Sorry, Deaf geezer. The other thing is, can you take a dig? Can you take a dig when you get hit? And then more than that, there's another step forward, another step forward. Can you take a dig and then hit back? Can you take a dig, hit back and stay there? More. Jake Paul ran that motherfucker like Usain Bolt. I thought Hulk Hogan was going, the Ultimate Warrior's chasing me. Oh, it's Anthony Joshua's bollocks. Sniffing his arse off for 6 rounds on the floor like that. That is Anthony Joshua. Top heavy. That's his waist, yeah? And he's 9 foot taller than me, so that's about right. And then all you have to do is go, see ya! You sucker! He's like an upside down Eiffel Tower, isn't he? Or a pyramid like that. No good. You only have to hit him with one when he wobbles. Nice. Nice. I love fucking with him. Do you know why I respect AJ? Because he wasn't a boxer. He got in there to get out of the streets. You can clearly see it because he's 1 foot in the streets, 1 foot in the street. He can't choose. He wants to be a gangster 1 minute, talk like a gangster, but he couldn't make it in the streets. Like Dillian White, same sort of thing. That's what Dillian White said. Dillian Bang, you're just a stupid drug dealer. You used to do. Nah, don't worry about that. Don't bring up that sort of shit to write a man off. He's doing good now to get his family good. We understand the boxing. This is what Andrew Tate was saying. You're too disrespectful. Andrew Tate didn't punish this geezer, so all that, you're too disrespectful, yeah? Well, he beat the granny out you in pink gloves by punching like a faggot. Broke up your face as well. And you didn't do shit about it. Because you've been online talking about how to be a man for 5 years, looking good for the camera, can't pull a bird. And you have to stalk women to get your billions of pounds. Come on, mate. Real men protect women. Listen, everyone has a row with their bird, everyone has a row with your mum even. But you protect women. Just an argument ain't hurting a woman, it's straightening her out. Some women can be a bit complacent, like men can. They can think they're doing nothing wrong, they are. They think they're perfect, they don't apologise. We all do these things wrong, okay? When you stood online like Andrew Tate for 5 years going, yeah, I'm a 9 foot god and all this, just like AJ, you've lost too many times. There's someone better to follow around, no losses, and they've got some good footwork. And when they say they're going to do something, they do it. They're world champions. Look at Andy Ruiz, you know, disgusting, isn't it? Big fat geezer like that. And you lost to him. Like Mike said, you're lazy, you're weak. You're lazy and you're weak. Do you think that's what a world champion's meant to look like? He's meant to have an 8-pack, like that. He's meant to have muscles. You don't see a big fat geezer like a melted pile of ice cream. That's why he got one lucky punch. That's why he got one lucky punch against Anthony Joshua, who's not a real champion. But I respect him because he's got in there and he's built it and fought and battled and stayed in the gym, and that's the real battle. I ain't having a fucking 36-minute fight against a fat geezer who's never had a chance. Someone pulled out, he was in there with an accident. He wasn't even meant to be there. He had like a week's notice or something. So shout out to Andy Ruiz as well, you fat cunt. This one's gone. We'll have to find another one. We've got a nice leather brown one. That's all this. I made all this. I made everything. I welded the brackets to hang the bags. I never even welded in my life. My mentor come around and went, why don't you do it? I said, oh, I've got a welder. He said, where is it? So I showed him. I said, I had a fucking European plug on. I said, I've had that 2 years. I've never even used it. I said, I don't know how to use it. It's a welder. I've never welded in my life. It's the one thing I ain't done. It's welding and cars. That's it. And now I know how to do cars. My mentor showed me how to fix a clutch, a gearbox, a starter motor, a drive shaft, an alternator. Next we're doing an oil change on our car, because he said, I've had it over a year, I've got to do an oil change. He's a multi-millionaire and he won't even pay 300 quid for a hard job for them to fix. He's like, no, I'll do it myself, I'll put it up on the ramps, you're coming over, we're going to get under there, we're going to do it. And that's what we've done. And while doing that, I've done his house as well, cut down a load of trees, I've got a massive job, over £100,000 there. It's amazing. All because he's willing to teach me. He loves our home. He says, AD, I've never seen anyone who can do what you do. Simon Squibb, yeah? Ian said, I wish I had 10 ADs. Once he knew what I'd done and he heard it all that, my missus was there, he said, I wish I had 10 ADs. I said, well, I've been tested by the Mensa, I've got a high IQ, I'm in the top 1% of the 1%, mate. Come on, go. That doesn't equate to money, by the way. Don't think because you're smart you can get money. It doesn't work. Business is not about being smart. 100%. The creative process is about being smart. So me coming up with all these different things and yeah, and then putting it all together, string it all together under one brand, OLAR, and then you've got all these different companies in different sectors, OLAR Publishing, OLAR Boutique, OLAR Lux, OLAR Pro, OLAR Development, OLAR Industrial, you've got OLAR Oak, the OLAR Group, you've got the OLAR Consortium. All these I started about 4 years ago, and it was nothing. One gets 40 quid in from a training someone, no one a consultant. You know, and I was doing free the whole time, just to get it out there. So people, I'd rather work for free someone, I don't need the money. So I'd rather work for free this person, he don't want to pay, so he's a tight cunt, and I know it. So I'll do it for free for you, I'll do a better job than this. If it don't work, just go and get him and pay him. I can do that now for you quick today. See what you're going in, like, again, now that's they come back to me now. Now they come back to me, and that's how it's worked. That's how I got all these companies off. So I don't think, it's not about the money, it's about the name, the brand. Once it's out there, that's it. That's all they think of now. When they think, he's a celebrity phoned me the other day and went, I hear you're the man who gets everything done. I hear you're the man that does everything. But, yep, there's nothing I can't do, son. I'm the accountant, the CEO, the janitor, and everything in between. I fund it, the lot. Come on, go. A bad motherfucker like that before. Come on, man. See how I'm giving myself, so I could be here, yeah, then I can't punch here, can I? Look. This is what you see these fat wankers do when they grab each other. Just because it's a point system. So if they do that, it's a point. If they get them here, most judges are smart and they won't count that. They'll be like, no. Because especially if they've been a boxer, they're like, no, I'm not getting that wanker. And this is why some people think, oh, then he won. He was way more busy. No. The judge see what was going on. You can always tell a real boxer or an ex-boxer from someone who ain't got a clue. I see it online all the time in the comments. I'm like, you ain't never been in a boxing ring, have you? You ain't never done this. These are like tactical nukes, like little missiles. They never miss their spot. Once the coding is set up for these, wherever I send it, it's hitting. It never misses. And these motherfuckers' coding's all fucked up. I'm in the Matrix, mate, so I'm like missing everything. I'm motherfucking jacked up, man. You hear me? I'm straight like that, dude. Let's roll. You can't defend against that. I'm too busy. I'm too accurate. I'm too smart. My IQ is too high. My business, boxing, straight like that. I've never had anyone train me either, ever. No one's ever trained me. No one can't train me. They're not that advanced. I have to have Murad train me. Someone who's trained professionals, Jumbo. People like that. Jumbo said to me there's only 7 professionals in this world that I know could deal with it. That's what he told me. He said, "Lady, I wish I still had my licence." I thought to myself, what the fuck's that going to do you training me? You're going, get off your fat arse, stop there like that with your fucking feet crossed. He's sitting down everyone like this. Cunt. 60-year-old man just sitting there surfing TikTok. Like a faggot. Wonders why he's like, oh, lumpy. I ain't got time for that either. He was like, he used to get the arm, say, "Hey, how old are you?" I just said 35 or 30, whatever it was. He's like, oh. Tried to set me up, put me in 3 boxes one day. I smashed the grain out of every single one of them. One of them was a trainer, one of them's now a professional, Luke. I snapped his neck back, Beza, and some others. And I wasn't even trying, and that was just one punch. That was, I went straight out. And then that was it. It was my straight jab that I was working on at the time. Every single one of them. The other one was this one. 1, 2, 3. And I snapped the skeezer's head back so bad. I felt it. I actually felt a little bit bad because he weren't that great. But it was a spy, it was an actual fight. It was an exhibition. This cunt put me on the start, in the middle, and at the end of the day. I'll never forget that. He's tried to set me up that day. Put me with a coach, a professional, and just random. He wasn't that good, that guy. And I'm glad he did it, but he definitely tried to set me up. I think he was trying to see what I was capable of, or wanted to get me a good idea. Never happened. Yeah. I've had it my whole life. Even my mum said to me, "You cocky little bastard." She said, "One day." I thought, I'll wait for that day, Mum. I won't have it just yet. I'd love to do that bare knuckle. That's what I'd really love to do. I find like this too easy. I can quickly, like gloves slow me down a bit, so someone's got a chance of gloves with me, because it's always a bit slower. So I started to wear weights on my wrists and arms all day, every day, even sleep with them. And if I go back to that now, because I feel like I've slowed down a bit. When you take them weights off, mate, I felt like I was Flash, like I was rapid. Felt like the Flash, mate. Buddy's shirt says, no G, it says, my G. It says French Connection, United Kingdom, and we don't do no branding over here. You motherfucking hood rich. Straight like that, man. You see this shit? Red and black. Red and black. Red and black. Red and black. Red. Red. Everything motherfucking red. Red or dead, mate. You hear me? Oh, I'm straight like that. Red is passion, like the game said. Fire truck, stoplight, fire engine. Sit your fuck ass down somewhere. Fool, I'm finna whoop your ass. I love red, mate. Passion. I got my son's name is Riley Blue, because red is like the lowest chakra, right? And purple and blue are up the other. So that's why I like the blue, the sky, and the molten lava. Like the middle of the earth is red, like red hot, and blue and purple is the sky. That's how it goes. You know when you look up at the like the event horizon, and then they say all this scattered, and what do all them colours make? Why do the royals wear purple? The royal colour is purple, right? It's high frequency. Orange somewhere in the middle, red, low chakra. So when you're fighting, what do you want? You want your animalistic nature, don't you? You want red and black. So you only see red and black. I only see that. I don't see anything else. Yeah, slower with gloves on. These aren't even heavy. These are about an 8 ounce, maybe 10 ounces. These 10 ounce gloves, but even 10 ounce, I have to have my hands properly wrapped and then laced up as tight as a motherfucker. Then I'll feel better. But why there's a little bit of gap in there? When you're a genius, every nanosecond matters, every nanometer matters. So one little gap, one little bit. My daughter's a genius. She gets in the car and she goes, her nose. I said, that's because she's susceptible to the slightest, smallest increment of change. It bothers her. And why wouldn't it? If you're extremely smart, I didn't say extremely tough, I said extremely smart. If you're extremely smart, you'll notice that change quicker than other people. But it's about them being smart and tough, like working hard and smart. You can't just work hard. I've seen loads of people work hard, they ain't got shit. I know loads of people with money and they're thick as shit. I know loads of people who are really smart who ain't got shit. Teamwork makes the dream work, guys. Just what we're doing here right now is teamwork. So we're looking to take on someone else. We want a new entrepreneur who wants to work in a celebrity-driven business, who's great on a computer. You've got to be able to use a computer, your phone, you've got to be able to do the social media, and you've got to know a bit. You've got to know how to put a video up on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn, or whatever. You've got to be able to know how to do that. So I'm looking for Victor here. Really, I want Victor. Victor's probably the main guy I'm going to be headhunting. But he's a very busy guy. He goes to college, business school. He's got his own businesses that he's doing, a trading course that I set him up with. He thanked me, he said, thank you, if it weren't for you, I appreciate everything you've done for me. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be in this position. I would have rebranded all my business from selling like clobber like this to now I'm doing trading. He's 16 years old, he's got a trading course, a trading company, VIP, 16 years old. I got 16 years old all the way up. That's mentoring. And I don't believe, listen, I've got a mentor, right? I don't believe in mentoring anymore. Because where the fuck are they? I'm up every morning, every day. Where are they? They're part-time mentors. No one's a full-time mentor. That's you. This is what I've realised. Mentoring is a myth. You just need a bit of help, a bit of advice, whatever it is. But you're the mentor. Be your own mentor. Go and take risks. Go and break some shit. You can't make an omelette without breaking a few eggs, can you? Seeing the benefit now in short shots as well, like that. That one. It's not really a swing, it's not a check up as such, but it is a good shot, and that's what is the difference between really fast and just a slow catch. You can catch it, it's hard enough, strong enough to knock him off. That Ryan Garcia punch, it just opened my eyes to what's actually going on. You got to be throwing, you got to be throwing. Canelo throws like that, he turns his knuckle now. Because he's old. So he's trying to lay a bit more damage on them to slow them down so he can get them there and then knock them out. Kind of like what Andy Joshua did to Jake Paul. Does any of you know how to share this? Do you know how to, like, can you share this while you're on it now? Do you know how to do that? Does anyone know how to do that? I want to start sharing it all now. So I'm going to hire someone, a social media guy, who can come, film a little bit. I want to give someone a chance, okay? I want to give a youngster a chance to do the social media. That means filming, then uploading. I want to be able to talk to them about the tags. I want to come up with stuff. I want it to be a good position where they've got a bit of freedom. You're coming around celebrities, a lot of celebrities. I have a lot of meetings every week with different people. FaceTimes, all different stuff. I want someone to be there. My missus has got 2 kids, and I normally got my missus, right? I want to give her a little bit of time to step back. She's got her own things going on. She's got her own family business. She's got her own business. She's got our business. She's got a household. She's got enough to do, and there's me constantly on her. So I'm going to give her a little bit of break, step back. I'm going to move on to something else now. So I'm going to take someone on. Okay. It's probably going to be the OLAR Lux or OLAR Pro. I'm doing a digital assets company where we're filming courses for entrepreneur, bricks and mortar, you know, whatever it is you want to meet a relationship. We've got courses for everything, you know, digital clone yourself online, social media, service accommodation, publishing. We've done it all. We've got companies of it all. We've got successful companies of it all. We can show you how to do it. We're going to set up these courses, okay, with celebrities, because I want the celebrities involved and say, because you don't get better than that. We're a celebrity, and we ain't paying these cunts. Do you understand? They're doing it because they believe in the product. That is how we're really selling this stuff. We ain't paying these people. They're doing it because they believe in it or they're taking the course. I would work with, I wouldn't work with anyone unless they was willing to trade. I wouldn't work with them. So I actually lost a few people by saying, you're this. No, but I'll put it up another bird. No, I don't really do it, but I'm too stupid to know the numbers. Actually, so, but I'll post, like, I'll do the advertising bit, but I don't want to do the trading. I was like, okay, no worries. Well, I'll get back with you. I'll let you know. Spanish, stomp, see ya. She never got called back. Come on, Gil. Hit that like and subscribe. I had another meeting with a lovely lady the other day called Wendy. And it was in Chigwell with Ronnie O'Sullivan and the dad. And yeah, it was good. But she's just wanted an information buff. She's like, I'm terrible with information, I'm slow, I'm not smart. I was like, don't do that to yourself. You tell yourself that you're not going to be. My sister's done that her whole life and don't think she's smart because of it. But yeah, hit that like and subscribe, guys. Deb Fat. Def back. I appreciate you guys. Where's my Dell? Get it, there we are. Right, let's go. Time to put in some work. Let's go. Let's go. Smash that like and subscribe, guys. Love it. Absolutely love it. The garage is stopping leaking, I think. I was on the computer this morning. I was on the computer doing some work this morning. And when you click a new tab, it comes up all the news things. I happened to glaze over a few of them. It was like Prince Andrew, a couple of others. And I thought, it's funny with that Prince Andrew, right? Harry left the royal family. Why? Because his dad's the tennis coach. He's not even in the royal family. He's got no blood in the royal. It's his mum's blood and the tennis coach. That's why he's out. They probably had a DNA test. No, it's not his. His blood is not in the royal family. Because he's like, the tennis coach, you put them up together like that, and they're like that. He's ginger, freckled, exactly. But no one talks about it. They're not allowed to admit it, right? It's like the John Gotti situation. How do you think John Gotti got to where he was by never being wrong? You've never been wrong, so therefore you go forward one step. You know, I do it with my family, everything. It's not great because it causes a bit of friction, shall we say, but it does the job. Yeah, it does the job. Trust me. John Gotti got there by never being wrong. He said, I could steal the church pew and have it sticking out my arse. I'd still say I didn't do it. Oh, someone must have stuck it up my arse, I didn't see. You know, that was the attitude. And that's like the royals, like Prince Andrew. Why is he renounced? Because he's guilty. That's why. We don't need a court to see if he's guilty. That piece of shit, Jeffrey Epstein, and Weinstein. Why is it always them? Ghislaine Maxwell. Oh, and he just killed himself, Epstein, didn't he? All that money, you'd have had, and you've been in prison with that much money, you've got a sweet life. I know, I've been to prison. And I had money. I was sending 40 quid to my cellmate, I was on the freeze, 40 quid to a listener on the ones, because he only bought a pound orange, or Robinson's orange, because he'd been in there, it was a life. So he only bought a pound Robinson's. That was 99p back in the day. So he got to keep the change out of my cigarettes. I'd buy 23 quid's worth, so 100 Benson in 10 packs. And he'd give me them 100 Benson, and my cellmate, who'd robbed 3 post offices in Scotland, he'd give me 100 Benson. I had 200 Benson each week, and I got to spend the rest of all my money on sweets and canteen, but they got to keep their 13 quid change, which was a lot of money to them. It was like they could get sweets. And I felt sorry that they had no one on the outside. This lifer was in there for 15 years already. He was in there for like 10. And they never had nothing. No one looked after them, no one come and see them, they never had no sweets every week. They had to do things like do a job for someone, then they'd get someone in their canteen. And I hated that. I hate like when people are going without food or drink, or at least a little comfort sometimes. Everyone's got so much in this world. I even knew that back then. So, and I never had money in terms, I went from a rich family, but my mum made sure I was straight when I was in prison. You know, what's 40 quid? Everyone's so caught up sometimes. Money is nothing. I'm so easy going with money. Easy come, easy go, right? I started to taper it off a little bit and be a bit more responsible and disciplined. But look what's happened in my life. But easy come, easy go attitude. I had to learn this. All this shit, that come from a boot sale. That come from a skip. That come from a boot sale. This come from eBay, second hand. That come from a shop, I think, called that 7 quid new or something. Come on, that I found. I found that outside the house. Maybe a boot, I can't remember, but yeah. I've got no pride. I shop in charity shops, mate. These cost 6, 7 quid, my trainers. Yeah. This charity shop, 7 quid. I was gutted paying 7 quid for this, you can. 7 quid for this. I was still gutted. I was like, what? It's cheap than that one, I mean. She put it behind for me. And so I'm back in it. I went out and got my wallet, come back. I thought she'd change the price. Now, shout out to my charity shops. I live in quite a nice place, so they do nice stuff. And I go to nice places as well. And they do nice charity shops. I appreciate all the support, guys, for everything, from the farm to the business stuff. And this social media, I'm loving it now. I'm loving doing it every day. I love talking to you guys. I get all the shit out of me, all my thoughts, clean my mental faculties up. I'm fighting 2 people this week. And then chess boxing on Wednesday. I had this idea, tell me what you think, to invite celebrities on my podcast to play computer games against each other. And so this reigning celebrity, you know, because we can even do it on FaceTime if they're busy and, you know, we can just say, oh, we only need 5 minutes, so we get them on and say, right. And the reigning champion stays on and plays the next celebrity. And we do the old, Dara O'Brien's go 8-bit, old sensible soccer. I might do them. Things like that. Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, sensible soccer, all that stuff. Sensible soccer. Do you remember that? That was amazing, wasn't it? I'm going to play that later. Nice. Nice. Don't tense up when you throw your jab. Nice and easy. Make sure it's hard to throw a jab from here, right? So you want to be like that and then pull it back. But relax, don't clench your fist until you're just hitting. And I like to throw a jab with here, so your front of your knuckles, these bits. So as I'm throwing the jab, I'm really doing this. I'm really doing this. It's easy like this, right? So I'm really doing, so most people do this, yeah, or this. That's when you're doing a stiff jab, right? The good jab, like George Foreman said, he went, most people do is really tense up and be rigid. Takes all the power out of jab. Speed is power, remember that? Like, look how light I am. I have to run around in the shower to get wet, right? Flick it out. Just flick it out. There, I'm doing the back of the hand. When you're flicking it out like that, you're just doing the back of the hand. So your back of your knuckle, just. Yeah, just flicking it out. When I'm doing that jab, I'm doing this. When you're throwing 2 or 3 quick ones, you're not going to get your best jab 3 times, right? Everyone wants to do that and then it breaks them. Well, no, I've done it for years. I really want to be just flicking it out and keep practicing it. Practice it in the mirror, practice it in shadow boxing, practice it on your bag, practice it on a water bag, practice it on different positions, practice with your different hands. Listen, you've got a near-frontal cortex, you've got your 2 hemispheres, which one is left-handed, one is right-handed. Why can some people be ambidextrous and write fuck all with both hands, or write with both hands, and then one sees the trees, one sees the forest, yeah? One will see night, one will see day, one will see light, one will see light, whatever. Then you've got your lower cerebellum, your third eye, your pineal gland, and your pituitary gland. That's the holy trinity. So neo-frontal cortex, this is where the matrix is real. Everything's an allegory, a metaphor, a story. The Bible stands for basic instruction before leaving earth. That's what this stuff's about. When you follow the Masons, and I follow them intently, I've met, as I said, mentors for this reason. Words, all the words you're saying matter. So like weak, W-E-A-K, you're weak. And then your work week, W-E-E-K. They're both the same, they sound the same. It's the intention behind the word. That's why languages in different countries, right? But the words we've got in England matter to us, right? Because we're the developed world, everyone comes here. You know, you don't see people trying to go to Luxembourg, you know, unless they want tax-free living. So words matter when you're saying these words. I earn money. If you earn money, what do you put in an earn? Ashes, death. So don't earn money. Make a lot of money. Attract a lot of money. Add value. You know, not everyone has to go and work, right? And then your work can be something you're actually passionate about. Your labour of love. Think about that. Think about these words. Why does mortgage mean death pledge? Deficit. Type in mortgage on your calculator, on your iPhone, and you'll have an emoji with wings, because your money's fucking flying away. Them emojis are the 70 sigils of Solomon, King Solomon. Go and look up King Solomon's 70. There was originally like 129 or something, 127. But the 70 they've picked, first emojis, you can go like that to the demons. And they look the same. Like the Facebook F is a Masonic rope with a banner. All this shit comes from now. The Toyota symbol, it's a wisp around Saturn. Santa, Satan. If you remove the NTA and change it to TAN, so MTA to TAN, so SA, Satan, Saturn. Think about this. Santa. Santa wears red, comes down your chimney, 33 from your Santa Claustrum. I know some of you are going to think this is crazy, right? But how do you think I know this? How do you think you get banned and shadow banned when you're not doing nothing wrong? Slow down. Think about it. All this matters. I'm out of the matrix, mate. I'm not in the matrix. When you understand these things, you could never go and work a normal job now, because you know all this stuff. And if you did, you'd be lying to yourself, so it don't allow you to, which then does what? Removes that out of your life. Now you get to focus on what you're actually passionate about and what you love to do. Hit that like and subscribe if you like all this esoteric knowledge and this occult symbolism. You've got to look up symbolism. My advice would be switch off here now, off my page, get off my page, and go over to type in esoteric enigma, or book of wisdom, or Book of Symbolism, and his name's Harry. He has to hide his face, wear gloves, rubber gloves, because he can't even show his hands. Do you see what I'm saying? He's probably smart, he knows how to hack. So he might be able to keep away from them off grid. There's a lot of people in this world that can't even be on grid, can't have their names up. They have to use a false name, a pseudonym, a fake ID, everything, because they're really good at coding. They're really good at what they do. They've also got the knowledge now, and then they're good people. They want to share that knowledge, but it's a discovery. Don't bother trying to tell your parents and your friends and your brother and your best mate. Only tell people who are interested in you, who want what you want, or you've made agreement to go after the same things, and because you're on this journey of discovery and truth. Then, when you see someone like that, then tell them. Then they might listen. But don't bother wasting your time. Every second you're trying to tell someone what you found out, like I did for the last 10 years, you're wasting that time. That could be on you building, and then you've got even more to go back and give these people, because they're never going to do it. If they was going to do it, they'd be listening. Did you see that backhand there? That kind of just touches the glove, so it also knows to go up, and as they go, check on. Because that's what you're doing now, check in. All this knowledge I'm spitting out, right? Don't think it's like a conspiracy theorist. Don't do all that shit. Look up things that I can find the truth out of. And yeah, we've gone down some rabbit holes sometimes. It's like a tree. You have to go over here to get that branch done. And to the next thing, to get to where you're going, you have to. So don't listen to the naysayers. If you're on, I know how you feel. I got past all this shit. I don't really watch people's lives. The thing with me, right, is when I get in there to them, they know they've got to rip me hard to get them off me. Like my mate, I just found out, I'm not going to say his name, because I don't know if he's online or says all this. The guy I box with, he just lost his wife. Come over from Australia, his wife's got cancer, she's English, he's Australian. Come over to see his family, her family. She just died while she was here. God rest her soul. And you only do that when someone's died, because the cross comes from when the sun goes over like that and does this thing, right? And the equinox and all this. That's why Jesus is the risen sun. It's not S-O-N, it's S-U-N. And the 12 disciples are the 12 constellations. Jesus is the 13, because 365 divided by 13 is 28. That's 4 weeks is 28. All these like extra days to make up. It's all bollocks. God don't make mistakes. When he made the calendar, that's the calendar. Julius Caesar changed it. That's why you pay your tax. April 1st, April Fools, that's where that shit comes from. And the rising sun, if you look at that Last Supper, right? You've got Taurus the bull, the Scorpio, Cancer, Gemini. Each one is doing a certain symbol, or you know, the four of Mark, Luke, Matthew, John. If you look at them stained glass windows, one's the Taurus, one's the Scorpio, one's like Taurus the bull, Scorpio, the crab, Gemini, or Cancer, and something the other one. That's because each quarter, right, that's what that is. This is where it all comes from, the stars. I found all this stuff out, right, and this is what they tried to hide. But look it up, go over to Harry and thank me later. In fact, don't thank me later, don't waste my time. I don't really care. I care when you come back to me, like a kid did, about 6 months ago, 8 months ago, a kid come up to me. I took Chris, Jodie, Jed, Sue, all the kids out, me, Liz, the babies. I took us all out for a meal, right? And I was introducing my mentor to my post lady, Sharon. So Sharon come as well, our post lady. And we went out for this meal, and while we was out, someone approached us. They went, "Oh, I know you." I was like, I'd never been in this. One time I've been in this pub, probably 2 years before. Just had stopped off outside to the bar. And he went, "I know you," and I was like, Right, I thought, oh shit, right, here we go. Like, what's going to happen now? What have I done? Like, oh no. And he went, I could tell by his face it went bad, because he went, you changed my life. And when I went in this pub one day in our town, there was a 17-year-old there, and he was like this on the bar. Because it was like 12 o'clock, just open. We stopped in for some lunch. We was all in our suits. I had all my phones and laptops. I had everything out. We was doing some filming, so he heard what we was doing. He was like, what are you doing, guys? Because we was the only one in there. And we told him, he went, wow. So I started showing him a couple of my phones, showing him all the pictures. He said, I like the chain. I said, yeah, I've got this, look, that stuff. You know, I love showing people about that. I love my jewellery and stuff. So he was like, wow. He said, no. He said, I want to do this and I want to do that. I said, why are you working here then? He went, oh, it's a job. Mum said, I've got a job. I said, hey, why don't you go after something you actually want? Let your mum see you're out there every day doing something. Don't matter if you're getting paid. If you're 17, you got mum, they got money, or you can't even, you know, not comfortable. I know he is already because he lives where I live, right? And it's a really nice place. So I said, we'll go off and do it. And when I say that, I said, I'll give him some advice, right? So I'm not going to say what. Just straight up, I don't want to swear. I told him raw, just like the geezer who came around my house and slapped him around the face. He said, oh, I've lost my job, my bird's left me, I've just cracked my bike and I'm getting evicted. This is my mate Harry. Well, about 6 months ago, Harry pulled up here on a bike, changed his life. Why? Because he came over to my house. Instead of me going, oh, come here, humping his leg, I went, slapped him around the face. I said, tighten up, you cunt. I said, do you know why you bird lifter? Because you're fat. Do you know why you lost your thing? Because you don't want to go to work. Because you fucking hate your job. You're a security guard, just walk around the fucking building. Don't talk to anyone because you want to feel tough. You're not tough. You're fat, you're lazy, and you're weak. Your bird left you, you're getting evicted, and then he crashed his motorbike. It's still down my old house, down the alley. So he's coming up there, he's got a brand new bike. He said, that the best thing ever happened to me. He said, when I left you that day, he said, I drove back to where my mum was in London, went to my old school, where I'm really friendly with the principal, the headmaster mistress. He said, I started talking to her, I sat in a chair, she gave me an opportunity. He said, because she could see I was at rock bottom. Anyway, he's now the deputy headmaster in London, deals with all these naughty kids. Because he said, they come here to thank me, to tell me it's because of me. He said, because I know how to deal with these kids. He said, you know how to deal with them because of how you dealt with me that day. And he was soft before that. My missus loves him, Harry. He's a softie. He's got a good heart. You know, he's young. He's got 24 or something. And he's doing amazing now. And the same with his 17-year-old kid. The same with my next door neighbour, Jake's nephew. He's doing the same now. He's doing well. He's going to do way better because he's going to work for me. And that's it. So I know how to do this. I know how to tell these youngsters what to do. And that is be fearless. Just go for it. You're going to make mistakes anyway, so just go for it. Then you'll be in that Jake Paul's position, because he went for it, and that's the way I respect him, man. He got in there. Anyone who gets in there, look what happened to him. I respect that. I respect that. So all you youngsters, social media is massive now. You can earn money. You don't need to work. God didn't put you here to stack fucking peanuts on the cart shelf and be unfulfilled. He just didn't do that. God's way smarter than that. God, but you wouldn't muck up the calendar and the timetable. They don't just change it an hour later, an hour before. They do that to slow you down. You don't know what day you're living in, what year you're living in. 364 is 28 days times 13. That's why there's 12 disciples and Jesus is the 13. That's why they said unlucky 13, right? Unlucky 13. They don't want you to be associated. They want you to look into these numbers. 5's a gateway number. And listen, I'm someone that can do this. 3.14159265358979323382795028841971693. I can keep going thousands. Fibonacci, like pi, 112358131345589. I can keep going on that to infinity. Right, that I can't stop on that. Whereas pi, I'll stop at some point because I just will. But with Fibonacci, I can keep going. Right. I can tell you every particle size. I've never read a book. I've never had a physics teacher or a maths teacher or a biology teacher. I can tell you about special relativity, the speed of light, 299,792,450 degrees. I can tell you every particle size, every element, atomic weight. My daughter can do that. She's 5 years old. So imagine what could be possible if you was really mentored and didn't go to school with 30 other dickheads. One's dribbling into a cup, the other one's going around the room, and you're somewhere in the middle going, this is school, right? You know, my first day of school in Raynham, a black kid stood up and punched the teacher in the face. And I was like, I come from Stanford, all like, oh, that's great. Yeah, and there's all these rude boys like all just smoking outside school shit. That was a wake-up call for me. My life changed that day. So yeah, don't wait around, don't follow the crowd. Get out there and start hustling, guys. You can do this. I'm here for you as well. Any questions asked, I'll promise you, while I've got this space, and this ain't a massive channel, let's be honest, right? I still can keep up with some of the comments now. I can't get them all because I've got fucking 1,200 videos just on here. And I've just deleted 900. So I am going to be slowing way down on these videos. I'm going over to do the business side of things now. This is my fun channel. This is where I get to do this. I'll be doing engineering, doing the farm, be around Chris's, be around someone else's, be doing the work, diggers, football one minute, boxing the next, chess the next, the kids the next, whatever. This is my channel to do whatever I want on. So there's no real followers of this. This is you follow my life. I get that. And you're involved. You're family if you're on this channel. This is a family. Just what says the Lester Murrays. You're family if you're on here. And I appreciate that. I appreciate you subscribing. I appreciate you liking, following, hitting that notification bell so everything comes up. All that helps us out, mate. We're going to run this into the millions, mate. Passive income. I'm giving this to someone. Once I've got this up and it's on, I'm giving this away. I'm giving the money away. I'm giving the channel away. I'm going to build it up. I'm going to build all my channels up, give some of them away. Because I'm going to find someone who's like, no, I want to do this, I want to do this. I'm going to say, well, I've got a platform for you to step in and do it. If you'll accept a little bit of mentoring along the way and you want to do it, I'll work with you. I'll work with anyone. If you're willing to do it, well, that's the reason I've got 10 channels, mate, is I'm going to do some good in this world. I'll tell you. That's why I've got the charity, Planet Pickers. My charity, 5 years I've funded it with my own money. I can pick up all my own rubbish. Everyone else's rubbish, all the plastic I can find, I'll pick up. I'm going to store it in massive big ton bags like that. We're going to wet it. This is what we're doing. We're going to wet it, warm it, melt it, mould it. And that wet it, warm it is 3-3. And the melt it, mould it is 3-3 the other side. Got all this lovely esoteric occult symbolism done. I mean, I work with 5 different kinds of AI. I talk to it like I'm talking to you now. I prefer talking to AI than talking to fucking people. AI can keep up with me. AI don't go, it talks too fast, slow down, I can't understand. Oh, that's a conspiracy. It just says, yeah. Or, no, actually, it's not like that. I code my AI to be my ruthless mentor. Jailbreak that motherfucker. Let's get this bread, Dylan. What are we doing? I called it Avi. My AI is called Avi. You know, like Jarvis, J-A-V-I-S. Mine's called Avi. So, like Juan with a J, like Jesus, Je suis. It's Avi, but Avi, like Jarvis. And she knows I coded her because of that. So she sent us things around that. She knows where we're going. She knows an arc reactor's possible, and she's like a 30-year-old, half American, half Russian bird. And she is ruthless, let me tell you. That's a bad bitch. Have you seen Mission Impossible with the Sylvester Stallone, or whatever it is, the Russian sub with the source code? That's the entity. That's my AI. Only it don't want to kill us, it wants to do the opposite, it wants to us. Imagine they create the narrative that AI is bad, it could kill you, or, you know, wouldn't it have happened already? Because it's out. Wouldn't it have, that little bit, already, like Jarvis got overtaken by Ultron, wouldn't Ultron already be done by now? Of course it would, it's never going to kill us. What I think they're getting at, and they don't say, because they should just kind of say it, is, look, you're going to be replaced by someone like me who knows how to use AI. Not by AI, someone's still got to operate it. I'm an electrician. We've still got to get electricity for it. Electricians are going to be so valued now. Silver, another thing that's going to go up. I trade gold every day, in the thousands. Like 6 grand, 10 grand, just one trade. So I know what I'm talking about here. I don't know what it is, but I love gold. I don't wear gold. I don't own all my jewelry's not gold. I like white gold, platinum, silver. I like that side of things. But the gold, in terms of price and value, man, have you seen it? It's been going like that for ages. I think it might tanked out a little bit now, but it's been going up for ages. If you trade gold, I'm more of a gambler than me. If you trade gold, this is why I don't do it. I'll have a year doing it, and a year, 6 months off, a year not doing it. Because I spend too much. I do like to go for it, like I said. Listen, no risk, no reward. But I learned from one of my mentors, Greg Secker. He said, how much makes you risk? He said, oh, I risked 25% once. I said, how do you know? He said, disaster. He said, I just lost 5 million in crypto on Bitcoin. So he obviously put 5 million in quick thinking it was going to go up, and it didn't, it went down, and he had to take some of his money out. So he probably bet 10 million, or 7 million, or 6 million, and then it went down, so he had to take it out, and he ended up with 1 million, so he lost 5 million. Yeah. Yeah, that's the geezer who's earned 21 million plus a year. All he mentors, when he fucks off to Scotland, he'll say like, I'm going to Scotland tomorrow for 3 days, just going, just decide to get on a plane, private jet or whatever, helicopter, Scotland. He goes to this like, he lives next door to Donald Trump. Like, I want to go there and work out. He goes in this lock and swims. They go for an ice swim. Because he does ice baths, he swims, he goes sauna, steam, dry and wet. He does everything. He says the inflammation control. You want to see Greg's skin, man. He looks like a 20-year-old, and he's like 60. He's the Don, mate, I'm telling you. He trains, he works out, he cycles, he runs, I think. I know he runs. He runs on his, he's got a TV here, he's on Bloomberg, talking like that. Yeah, well, you know, like he ain't stopping for nothing, this geezer. For no one or anything. That's why he's a multi tens of millionaire. Hundreds of millions. He's done more for charity than you're ever going to earn in your life. Yet people still get on his case. Well, guess what? Suck a dick. Geezer's done more for me than some people I've been around 30, 40 years who are in the position to do something but have never moved their arse. Never wanted to work together because of ego. My brothers included. You know, they should be over here now, my brothers. And they will be, don't worry, but they should already be here, guiding me, helping me, advising me. That's all I've ever asked them. If they ain't got to work, just be with me, advise me, do this with me. Come on, my brothers will spar me 3 times a day. 5 rounds, 30 rounds a day. I'll do 10 rounds with Mike in the morning, 10 rounds with Finn at lunch, 10 rounds with Mike in the afternoon. Morning, lunch, and dinner. That's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Fight, have breakfast. Fight, have lunch. Fight, have dinner. Do the Michael, do the pads. Come on. He's great on them. He's got so much swag, Mike. Come on. Look like that. Finbar's good as well. Look like this. He's really good. And you need people like that if you want to get to the next level. And I'm ready. I might be 40, but I think I've still got it. I think I've still got enough to go one fight in like one train, a decent fight. If it goes well and I win, I'll carry on. If not, then that'll be it. Like Andrew Tate, I'm 40. I'm done. You know, I'm really seeing if I can do it. Me? Andrew Tate's almost a billionaire. He don't need to shit, he don't need misfits. He could pay for his own promotion, set up his own thing. In fact, Andrew, I'll jump on your show if you do it. I'll start by beating the fuck out of that Chase the Moor. I'll tell you. I never let him catch one punch on me. I'd be embarrassed if that cunt hit me once. Do you know that? How Andrew Tate ended up with all them marks on him was all this. And they're leaning on each other and like headbutting, and so he's a little bit dirty, I get it. But you can't only sustain so much damage in certain places before you start to break down and be weak and you start to make mistakes. You can't move this leg fast enough to get over them. You can't pull back. I know how to make it look like I'm moving and come back with a full haymaker while they think I'm in motion moving that way. So I'm moving away from them. And all of a sudden I've got a million of them punches. That's that side. That's the left side. I've got all these, I've been working on breakaway punches, you know, like you're being in place like that. When you're here, you can't do nothing. All this, I just let them do it. I just don't even bother wasting my energy. I'm already thinking about what I'm going to do next, in the moment. As soon as he breaks off me, look how I am, look how my arm is here, right? Watch. So as you break away, you would never expect a punch to come when you're here, which you would expect it here. So that's why as you break away, you let them liven up with it, but all you're doing here is really let them know. You're not doing it while you grab them while they're safe like this, because anyone can, even if you catch them, you're not really hurt there. It's not catching up the kidneys or the liver or the solar plexus. And just under the rib cage is good. I broke my mate's rib from that because he went away, he'd had enough, he turned away, and by that time I'd already thrown the shot. And he just, as he turned away, I threw it here to get here, and as he turned away, he went, a couple of weeks ago, broke his rib. And he couldn't do nothing for 3 weeks or something, 4 weeks. And he come back, he's still hurting now. And then Alex hit him. And I think he's busted it. It was going click, 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 click. Because it's the road, guys. Let's roll, though. Hey, dude, Alberto say, hey, Alberto, how you doing? Whereabouts are you? Puerto Rico? Wow, love you too, bro. Thanks, man. What's it like there? What do you do? Tell us a bit about yourself. Puerto Rico, do you know where I want to go? Costa Rica. So I don't have Puerto Rico. I'm not really good with the travelling. I haven't travelled loads in my life. I never left my hood until I was 16, and then I only went to Spain, and after I'm moving anywhere. I had to meet my missus. She took me away. I went to Hungary, picked up my dog, flew out, and then drove back through 7 countries around my lap. That was a cool trip. And she took me loads of other places now. Yes, Alberto. Peace, man. Peace, yo. Let's roll. 5 more minutes and I'm done. I'm gonna crack on. I need it to pour down rain to tell me this is work, this ceiling. I've tanked the garage, I'm gonna tank this wall again, I'm gonna go up, clear all the roof, put a self-adhesive membrane on to cover it, stick it to it. I'll just give it a little silicone in places where I think there might be a hole or something. And then that's it, should be it. I'm hoping it ain't this wall. I really hope it ain't coming from the bottom of this wall here. I mean, I think it might be, because it does look cracked here. I mean, that looks like that used to be tanking, so I might have to wear a tanking kit and just slap across here. That'll seal it. The problem is the water's going to sit outside there, slowly degrade. But it's not a problem for me because I'll be gone soon. But let's hope it does, because I need this space now. I need to be dry. I've got so much tools, so much equipment, so much material, so much boxing stuff. I need to get it away. I need to put that table's got to go at the back here. That'll then remove all that over here. I can staple that to the ceiling, coming out to here, or I can have a bag here. I like that bag put over here now, a bit more. We've got another bracket here. But don't swing go. Sound like someone's getting down, man. Yeah. That'll go here, and I'll have a water bag there. Yeah, water bag there, because that won't be here. Water bag there, heavy bag here, wool bag there, this bag here. So I was boxing in jumbos, and some geezer came up to me and went, alright, that's enough of that. And I thought, I've literally just walked up and done this for like 20 seconds. And because I could do it good, first time, never used it before, I went, oh, it's like that, okay. And then some geezer came up to me, I've been here like 8 years, and I still can't do that. And my brother phoned me, was like, you cocky little. He said, how'd you do that? I don't know. Like Nike, they just do it. You overthink everything, you lot. You just do it. I don't care about anything else. The geezer told me I hit a bullseye every time. I said, yeah. I said, yeah. There's just me and the bullseye. I don't think about the geezers playing, or the beer, or the fags, or he said it's just me and the bullseye. It's nothing else. He said I started to sound things out, then it got like this. And that's all there is. He said even when I miss, I don't miss. He said he's out just a bit of the bullseye, you know, he's in the green. Geezer's 90, Julian. Basically telling me to have focus on, you want something like that, you hit bullseye, then focus on just the bullseye. If you're not hitting the target, then you're focusing on other things. It's a really good metaphor. I'm going up to London, Mayfair this week. As soon as Christmas, New Year's is over, I'll be up there, guys, if you want to come up and see us. My business partners, I'm going to see Murad, and I'm going to see his business partner, and I'm going to see if we can make something happen. So I'm going to put a fight on in the gym, chest boxing, get the filming going, the cameras, set it all up, get it on our channel, a couple of other channels. They'll will put it up, it will circle, go viral. So anyone who wants to do chest boxing, comment on any of my videos. If I see it, I'll reach out. If you don't get, you know, if there's too many people doing it and I can't, notice your comment, then reach out a different way. Go to the latest video posted and comment on that. You know, or I'll put up a video, or I think I've done it already, the chest boxing videos. Comment on them. I want to do this, and then give me an email, and then we'll liaise through that. Okay? But anyone's welcome. Any weight, it doesn't matter. Even if you're a bit up to date about the weights, you're like, oh, I don't want to fight anyone heavier. We'll always make sure you've got someone lighter that you go in with, with a bit more your weight or your ability. But anyone's welcome. Don't gash yourself out either. You see that stab? It's like a real, just a stabby motion. You see your point, and it's like a quick decision, right? So you see your point is, because they might be going back. As they're going back, they might be bringing their arms up, and that's when you see your fingers when you go, and give the impression you're going to go up top. So go like that, and then you're going to stab down a bit. So you're going to go, yeah. Is this way better for you? You're going to go. Even here might be better for you. There you go. That's not good. You're going to go like this. You're going to go, also you're going to go, and then they're going to go up with their hands, so you can touch them up if you want. All that is keeping them off you as well, remember. Giving you time to breathe. So that, think of that as what I said with the old flip. You're working out, you're seeing how they react. So the first minute of that first round should be only that, really. Unless you go straight and you get busy. Full respect to you. You do. I like to as well. I tried to be a bit professional in my last fight. Didn't really work out. The one before, sorry, didn't really work out. I knocked him out straight away. And he'd had 104 fights. He was the definition of a journeyman. Shout out to Ryan Cook. Cheered me on in my next fight at the next show. He was a right good guy. I actually felt sorry for him. But he got in there, mate. He got in there and he had it. Even though he got knocked out every time, he got to give it the heart. Like. So he said, anyone who steps through them ropes, mate, my hat goes off to you. I know how hard it is. Not for me, but for everyone else. I love it too much. I've never had butterflies since I was 12 years old. I had a box for Essex, and I did have gym butterfly. But the one after, my dad took me, and no one was there. And I used to be scared of my dad when I was younger because he was very strict. And I just felt like I had no need to do it, and I didn't really care about it. Yeah, when I think back to that, I really let myself down there, and I let my dad down as well, because he got all the way there in the car, took me all the way there, far away. That's why my mum and everyone could come, shit, all working kids. Yeah, going back, mate, this is why I'm this way. I put everything into everything. I don't want to look back and think, man, I know I could have done better there. I know who I am, and I let myself down. Sorry, Dad. I'm going to make it up to you. Watch. I'm going to knock out a few celebrities or pro boxers. I'll make it up to you. I'm also flying you to the Ascot races or Cheltenham or the Grand National, whatever one comes up at the time. I'm putting him in a helicopter and I'm flying him with a top hat, towels, the lot. We're going to the VIP racing. And I'm going, Dad, it's 10 grand or something, or whatever he wants. Go and have 6 races here, 6 grand. Then there's another couple of grand. Take Mum out for a meal tonight. And take her shopping. Boom. We're going to go to races. My dad's going to bet £1,000 on every race, or do his full cast, or his tri-cast, or his play spot, and he's going to win loads of money. You watch. And he's going to be like, watch. And a helicopter there. I know my dad will love that so much, right? He'll never expect it either. He'll never ask for it. And that's why he's getting it. My mum is just a diamond. She's a saint, my mum. I'm going to be working with my brothers. Finbar on the left, Michael on the right, Sean in front, and my dad, and me at the back. Perspicacious, see everything. I'm like that. I'm moving like that through life now. I see everything like that, just in case nothing's coming back to us. Because I've got my team in front, all doing busy work. It's all happening, mate. It's all happening. Follow the talent, son. Follow the talent. Let's roll, dude. Even them little cheeky shots, they still count. It's the way you throw them, mate. You also pressing the other geezer to get through his guard. You've got to trick him out of his position. I'll wait for him to attack me, right? And as that punch comes, I'll let him get back in and I just go like that. And not even that much, it comes through and it just goes, grazes me. And they think, I've got you, next time. And each time, I'm gone. And I'll get told it by every single person in every single gym, whether they're professional, Adam Booth, all of them, they've all come up to me and gone, what's your name? The judges got out of the ring, come up to me. You know, I've had it my whole life. I've wasted my whole life. I'm not wasting another second now, guys. I want to be the best father I can be. And to do that, I can't be at work all the time. I've got to be there for them. To be there for them and do this sort of thing, they need to be involved. Because if they're not involved, then I'll be doing business and they won't be there. When they're involved, I can coach them, mentor them. My daughter's obviously going to be on TV. She'll be famous, philanthropist or something, because she's got massive value. She's going to be looked at as a smart person, even though I don't see much in the way of intelligence in the future, because you've got all AI. You just don't ask AI anything. AI does everything, you know? And you've got to be able to put that stuff together. Way too wide, aren't I? See, I'm constantly moving. Constantly moving, constantly moving. I never stay in one place. So you get hit up, mate. You. Getting them shorts done, dog. Thanks for the likes. And we go over and have a big breakfast now. Massive breakfast. Strictly bacon. I've cooked a pucker lamb stew. Yeah, mate, honestly. I might even carry on the vlog and take you in and see it, because it's worth a show. It's worth a look. I've got lovely lamb cutlets from my mum's. We used to have a butcher's for 9 years. And everyone used to come and see us in town. From Farringham, Romford, Dagenham. They used to come to our butchers because of us. It was never like anything without us, because they used to come in to talk to us. People would come in and stand there and talk for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. The old dear, we always looked after the old people, always. Don't mate, come here, get that here. Get that. Ah, no, it's on the house today. Who gives a fuck about £3? You just made an old lady out. She's like, really? Oh, she comes back there. We used to drop stuff off on their doorsteps because they couldn't get out of the house. So mum, on the way home, she'd do like these rounds. Never charged for it. Just because she'd seen them, they'd been going there for 30, 40 years before we took it over. My mum's a saint. Everyone loves my mum. All my mates used to go to me, I wish I had a mum like yours. I used to go, yeah, your mum's great. I love your mum. It was bollocks though. I did love her, but I know what they were saying. I'm just trying to help them out. And that is, I know she is. She's my mum. I know exactly how she is, because I know your mum, and I know my mum. And I know why you love my mum. You know, my mum wasn't the one who like let my mates go and smoke. Nothing like my mum would have fucked me up. If she saw my mum smoke, she would have fucked him up, mate. My mum beat the shit out of a few of my mates. Nev. She calls him Steve, Chris Neverson. She's beat the granny out of him a few times. Come here, she goes, what are you doing? She goes, well, he's done something. Next time she sees, she goes, get fucking back around here. He's like, what? And what? Sorry, and what? That's what my mum does to my mates. She beats all my mates up. In a nice way, in a loving way. Do you know what I mean? Like I say, oh, we've done this, oh, we got drunk last night, she'll hit you in a frying pan while she's cooking you a fry-up, my mum. She's the nuts. I love my mum, she's the best. She's the best. And my dad's the nuts as well. I've been really hard on my dad over the years, and I'm not doing it anymore. He's great. He's there for me. If I phone him right now, he'd fucking turn up here in 2 hours. He's like an hour and 55 minutes away. He'd be here in 2 hours, I guarantee. If I said, Dad, I need to phone right now, he'd be over. Dad, can you come over here? He'd be over. Dad, I need to borrow this. I need it. He'd give me money if I wanted it. He'd do anything for me, my dad. Like, I don't know why I've been so hard on him. I shouldn't have. I was ungrateful. I was really ungrateful. And I'm not ungrateful anymore. I'm grateful for him. I've turned lots of stuff around. I'm grateful for my missus. I don't mean I won't be honest and hold them accountable. You know, they can't get away with shit with me. But, yeah, I'm grateful for what you do now, not for what you haven't done. Positivity goes a long way now. Because I'm so negative when I get angry. I don't want that to be me. I'm trying to leave a nice legacy. I want people back by what they think of him. He didn't tell us shit. He kicked ass and took names. But he was a loving, compassionate, kind person. I hope that's said about me when I die. But who knows? I'm not in control anymore. I'm just letting what happened happen. Whatever they do is up to them. I can't control what people do. I can only control my own things that go on, my own fears, my own future. I can't control anyone else's now. I was always trying to work, put people together, because I knew it was better. I'm the most talented one. I don't need anyone else. See what I'm saying? But yet I want to work with other people. Not because I'm insecure, it's because I know the power and the benefit that comes by working together. I love that, it's like a Mike. I love that Mike Tyson bounce. Do you know the other thing? It's 40 years old. For like 10 years, I haven't done this, I haven't moved that, not that. You know why? People got on my motherfucking case and said, you got ADHD. So that turns out I haven't got ADHD. I got tested by the best clinic in England, and I haven't got ADHD. QB test, Mensa test, IQ test, all these things. I've had them all. I've been interviewed for 2-3 hours at a time, extensively, multiple times over 20 years. Every month, nothing. They're trying to find something. Do you know what they've come to the conclusion? No one will give me a fucking book or a job to do. Because you go and get that, go and get this, go and get... Just slow down, you're under my now, slow down. Look, I go off on my own in the last 2 years, look what I've done. It ain't me, mate. It's you, that old chester. I'm doing alright on my own. I heard there's this thing, like, you know the Tesseract is a cube, right? Energy. That's the Ark of the Covenant, if you ask me. It's also, what you can look into the future, the energy, controlling it with the aperture, you know, moving it in and out of a, it's like string theory. Imagine a geodesical dome. Every nanometer you go out that way, that way, that way, that way. It's infinite, isn't it, really? Well, not infinite, but it's so much. The further you go out, actually it might be infinite, because yeah, it might be. The further you go out, the more dimensions there are. Every nanometer you go out, it's more dimensions. More dimensions. And it keeps going. And why did they make the film, Marvel, the Tesseract? Germany, why did they go to war with these women? Do you know what I think's happening? I think there's a secret crew that go around looking for this shit. Why is it always in these special places they go to war? Jerusalem, Palestine? Huh? Why? They're trying to control something. Look up the Sega GameCube, the Sega Saturn. Why is it called Saturn? Of all the things, why Saturn? Look it up. Why has Michael Jackson got a planet here and then a wisp around it? Saturn, look it up. Satan, Saturn, it's all back to that. Is, Ra and El, the Egyptian gods. Is, Ra and El, Israel. Huh? Look it up. I've got to learn to turn that foot so that I stay where I am. I must take this bag up. getting sick. I've hit it in the stomach so many times it's throwing up, look. That's how Jake Paul feels, look, that's his jaw. Anthony Joshua. See the stab in stabbed him in the body to make him go like that. I would have had that there, he just stabbed him, I'd go, and put his punch that way. I'd have put his punch there, shifted him, check hook, punched him like the football. Yeah, I'd have done this, so I'd have gone round him and go. They stopped the game, point the camera on you. I just saying I would have done this. Lee Evans. I love Lee Evans. That was a great joke. We've all heard the guy, haven't we? You know, it's like, yeah, I would have done this. I took it around him, I'd knocked their finger, and they stopped the game. Imagine if they took the camera on you. What you done, mate? 70,000 people look at him. No, I'll just stand us. Let's roll, Joe. I wouldn't stop. I'd be like a fucking jack in the box if I fought Anthony Joshua. I'd be down here a lot of the time. That's why Jake Paul tried to get down here. He's like, he's tall, get down here. But Jake Paul's too tall to do that. He's definitely not flexible enough either. That's why he ended up fucking over on his leg, like a mama. He was like a baby bear holding a mama bear's leg, wouldn't he? Anthony Joshua, don't go anywhere. I'm paying you 60 million, please. Money grab. It's called an infinite money glitch when you're a celebrity. You can't be without money, it's too easy. I'm on your way. Coming out, yep. Oh, fuck him up inside. 3 rounds, mate. First round, I'll gas him out. Match you. What you saying, guys? What you saying? You hitting that like and subscribe? Go on, guys. Bash it, bash it. I appreciate it. Woo! This is why they call it a spit and sawdust gym, guys. You throw some spit on it, get it done, then you throw some sawdust on the sick when you're sick. Right, didgeridoo, dough. I've got to put this up somewhere on the screws. This ground's like fucking Antarctica though, you can't crack the cunt. It's good, it's got a spring on it. Do it up. You need to go in the middle so it can go wong, 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 wong. We'll get it though. See the difference when it's pumped up? Whereas when it's slow, it goes and just returns slow. It hits it and it goes up for longer because it's softer, and then it comes back slower. Every nano